Kawaki really stole Boruto's whole life and put that man in the bingo book. All that's left for Kawaki to do is pull out that Rasengan next chapter.
Oh, you mother...
How powerful is Kawaki Uzumaki now? Let's explore some of the time skip abilities that the Hokage's son will possess in Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. And before the video starts, I need everyone to hit that subscribe button now. I'm on the road to 50K. I need everyone to become a real ninja today. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not subscribed and you're watching, come on my boy, hit that subscribe button so you know when I'm posting these videos. Appreciate you. Let's get it. Now to start off, just like Boruto, we're gonna start with what I call the Otsutsuki suite, which is the abilities that have been gained via being a Otsutsuki vessel. So of course we have the first ability, Otsutsuki Flight, which we seen Kawaki flying around the village like Superman early in the chapter, really thinking he the Prince of Konoha. So that's definitely gonna add a new level to the fights between Boruto and Kawaki, because they're gonna be flying around on some Dragon Ball Z shit. But I really think that they'll keep things grounded for the most part in terms of keeping the fighting you know, ninja-like in a way. Second, we got Chakra Erasure. We know that Kawaki has this ability. He's used it in part 1. He's likely going to use it in Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, considering him and Mitsuki talked about him having this, you know, very coveted ability that's very, very handy. So he knows Boruto can use this shit too, so he's always on guard, essentially. Third, we have the Karma Space-Time Ninjutsu. We know that Kawaki is a user of the Space-Time Ninjutsu with Karma. He was able to, you know, go to the dimension that he stored Naruto and Hinata in and basically check on them utilizing Karma or his dojutsu that he also has. Also part of the Otsutsuki suite is Otsutsuki Warrior, which overlays a millennium of combat experience on the wielder of Karma and makes them a seasoned warrior instantly. We know Kawaki has this, we know Boruto has this. Code, I don't know if he low-key has that same ability because he's the one who told Boruto about the real way to evoke Karma's true potential. So now we got an ability that is probably Kawaki's most powerful tool in his arsenal. We have Ishiki's Dojutsu. So Kawaki has unlocked the true potential of Ishiki's Dojutsu within Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. We see him use Sukona Hikona to shrink these cold claw marks that are scattered around the Leaf Village, and we know that this ability allows Kawaki to shrink himself and any non-living matter and also store them away in a timeless dimension where time doesn't flow. So this is a very powerful technique that we've seen. Kawaki has 8 spikes basically on the Ishiki Dojutsu's eye, so that means that this shit is basically charged up to the maximum potential that it can have. So we know that depending on the vessel, you can utilize this technique to a lesser degree or a greater degree. So Kawaki is literally going to be able to spam this shit considering his scientific ninja tool modified body. So we also got the Daiko Koten, which is the ability that lets him to store away stuff that he's shrunken in a, you know, pocket dimension where time doesn't flow. This is where he has Naruto and Hinata basically in hibernation, and this dude is nuts. This dude is obsessed. Like, people really think these people got packed up, but in reality, this man Kawaki just storing them away on some crazy shit. Now let's get into the abilities that Kawaki will have that aren't affiliated with the Otsutsuki. So first thing I'm gonna say is that Kawaki is definitely going to have upgraded scientific ninja tools DLC added to his body. We know Amato is still in the Leaf Village, my boy, still on that computer, still in the lab cooking up upgrades for Kawaki, because he's basically Amato's, you know, masterpiece, his most successful creation. So he's obviously over a 3-year period, he's gonna give that boy Kawaki, you know, 5 gigabytes, 10 gigabytes, 15, 1 terabyte of DLC added to his, you know, to his body, so that whatever scientific ninja tool advancements happen across that time period that we haven't seen Boruto and Kawaki. So next, I think we're going to have Kawaki have the bow staff mastery. In the first episode of Boruto, we see Kawaki with the bow staff going head to head with Boruto against his sword, and we know that this bow staff comes from his adoptive father, Jigen Ishiki Otsutsuki. So we know that Jigen was a monster with the bow staff. My boy was like Donatello out that motherfucker, going crazy on Naruto, Sasuke. He was whooping ass with that bow staff. It's funny because as a kid, Ninja Turtle wise, everybody thought the bow staff was the lamest weapon, but then as you get older, you be like, oh yo, people be putting in that work with the bow staff. So the bow staff mastery is going to be a key component of Kawaki fighting, you know, ninja that have weapons such as Boruto, and he likely keeps the staff shrunken away when he's not using it, because when Jigen was ready to use the staff, he would basically, like, you know, return it to full size and it would pop out of nowhere. So I think that's how Kawaki uses it, and that's why we haven't seen him, you know what I'm saying, with the bow staff in the first chapter. Because when Kawaki, Code, and Boruto start boxing next chapter, we're gonna see Kawaki likely pull out that bow staff, you know, to start fighting two other dudes at once. So next, I think we're gonna have an ability that is basically mini versions of the bow staff. It's like black rods. They're not like chakra rods like Madara's or anything like that. They might be. I can't really, somebody put in the comments if it is, but basically these are utilized in combination with the shrinking dojutsu to catch opponents off guard. So he basically lays the floor with these little spikes, and then he returns them to, you know, normal size, and they penetrate the opponent. So I think that Ishiki really laid the blueprint for a lot of Kawaki's, you know, fighting skill sets, considering that if he already has this blueprint from watching, you know, Ishiki and Jigen fight, he's gonna use that as, you know, something that already exists and basically just expand upon that using his own style. And that really goes into the next ability that I think Kawaki is going to develop. He's going to develop ninjutsu techniques, ninja techniques. He's going to develop all the kind of skill sets that involve being, you know, a hidden leaf genin or whatever rank of ninja this man is at this point. Who knows? They might have made Kawaki a jonin at this point, because he's really the protector of Konoha when you really look at it. So Kawaki learned Shadow Clone Jutsu and Fire Release in a short time just from training under Naruto. So this shows you the level of prodigy that Kawaki is. So with 3 years as being the Hokage's son, he definitely honed his ninjutsu skills to more of a shinobi appropriate level. So we know that Kawaki's natural affinity, chakra nature, is Fire Release. So he's likely going to develop, you know, some Fire Release jutsu and just some basic jutsu that, you know, Konoha ninja use, you know, Shadow Clone, whatever the fuck, substitution, shit like that. And also he might pull out that Rasengan. Now that he's a Hokage's son, Konohamaru might be like, yo, like, you need some more lessons on the Rasengan? Let me go ahead and get you right. He might be the first person to show us a canon fire style Rasengan. That'll be actually nuts. Like, Boruto would really need to pack that man up if he took the 4th Hokage's legacy and learned the jutsu. He is not worthy of knowing the Rasengan. Kawaki is a gremlin. If he pulls out the Rasengan, bro, Boruto gotta put that man in the dirt. I can't even cap. That'll be the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in my life. So these are really some of the techniques that Kawaki would really be utilizing within the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex time skip. I really tried to stay within a realistic realm when talking about the abilities that we're going to see Kawaki use, because I want people to be realistic when they start to compare Kawaki and Boruto's power level when we're about to see this fight, you know, within the next chapter. So I'm glad they're getting straight into the action. They're like, yo, pay-per-view, we boxing, we on HBO, we going crazy, 3-way fight, battle royale out this motherfucker on the first chapter. So it's gonna be a banger. I'm excited to see a lot of these abilities I talked about actually get used, and it's gonna be a treat for all the viewers, you know what I'm saying, all the readers. So I really think that Kawaki has a lot of potential, considering that he's really a cyborg. He's been cybernetically enhanced, like, to the point to where this man low-key one of the most powerful people in the series right now, and he's low-key kind of unstoppable. So Boruto definitely gonna need to bring in some Shin Jutsu to combat this man Kawaki, the fraud Uzumaki. Appreciate you guys watching. Comment down below some techniques that you think Kawaki should learn for the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex time skip. What do you think is realistic? Also, make sure you subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss any of the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex content. It's been your boy Anime Analyst, aka the Young Jiggy Ninja. I'm out of here.